Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is way out of my comfort zone. Number one, I'm starting this video again without no makeup on, and number two, I've let my darling partner Luke pick my makeup and my makeup brushes that I will be applying my makeup with today. He's no makeup artist, I'm no makeup artist. I purely do these makeup videos just for fun. They're not going to come out perfect and they're going to probably come out terribly awful, but that's the whole point of these videos. We have a bit of a laugh and yeah, see how they come out. So yeah, without further ado, please do give me a thumbs up and I'm just going to get straight into the video. So all my makeup and makeup brushes are just in this bag and we're going to see what Luke's picks out for us. So yeah, this could be quite interesting. I haven't done one of these before. What do we have? Okay, I have to say he's done quite well, but then I have a contour palette that I don't have a contour brush, and I have an eyeshadow palette that I can't do any shimmers with. So this is going to be very, and I've only got one eyeshadow brush. Okay, right, but we do have a primer. So the primer he has picked out for us is the NYX Pore Filler Primer Base. So it comes out in this really weird nude shade, and this primer really isn't for me. It feels really nice and soft. It's not a primer that I generally use. I mean, I can understand why he's gone for this primer. Sort of, can I? I don't think he's ever seen me use this primer before. It feels really weird because I tend to use the Benefit Pore primer or the Primark PS range, and I don't feel nothing like this. This is exactly what it says. It's more of a satin smooth texture and I don't really like it. That's why I stopped using it. It wasn't for me, but that's done. Primer's on. And then the foundation I will be using is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Foundation. I don't really have a lot of this left. I've used quite a lot of this. And what am I going to be applying? Seriously. So I have a foundation brush for this and I have a beauty blender for concealer, but I can't use the beauty blender with my foundation. I don't like using a brush. I've really got used. I really used to put foundation on like a brush before, and I used to do like that, but then I found the beauty blender and I can't live without my beauty blender now. So this is going to be really weird. I haven't applied foundation with a brush for ages. And then the foundation brush I will be using is the NYX Professional Makeup Brush. So let's give this a go. I really don't like this. I'm so used to my beauty blender. This feels so weird. Why did he pick this? That's men for you. They don't know anything about makeup. It's going to be so hard to try and just use the beauty blender for concealer and not like touch up my face or anything. So that's my foundation done. It wasn't too bad with this brush, I have to say. It's not perfect, it will be okay. We can get away with that. And then the concealer I will be using today is the Maybelline New York, the Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer. I don't really use this concealer anymore because it's a bit more dark on my skin tone. It leaves like an orangey tone, but we'll give it a go. It's all we've got. It's one of those squishy ones. What I mean, just look, it's way too dark on my skin. And then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend it all in without trying to go over my face. And that is my foundation and concealer done, and it didn't turn out that bad. I mean, I really just want to use my beauty blender and go over with my foundation just to make sure I've covered it all, but I can't because that's the whole point. He picks the brushes I had to use makeup with. But yeah, I really do like this makeup so far. It's done really well for a man. To set that all in place, I'm using the Fit Me Maybelline Matte Poreless powder in the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and it's just like this, and it's a really nice powder. And I'm using a powder brush. He's doing good so far, and this is just a Rio No. 2 brush, and then I'm just gonna mattify my face. So that's my powder all done, just to set in my foundation and concealer. And I really do like this look so far. It's so natural, it goes really well with my skin colour, so overall I really do love that. He's doing good so far, and I think it's going to go terribly wrong in about 5 minutes. And then moving on to contouring, we have this Nib and Fab contour palette, which is in the shade 02 Medium, which is way too dark for me, but we're going to go with it because he's put it in the makeup bag, so we're just going to go with it. Do I have a brush? No, I don't have a brush, so I'm going to have to use my powder brush. Oh, this is going to be very tricky, but I'm just going to take this shade number here, which is Walnut, which is more of a warm brown colour, tony colour, which that didn't make any sense, but we're just going to go with that one. I'm just going to dab a bit on this brush, the brush that you don't really tend to contour with, and try and do my contour. Wish me luck. That hasn't come out that bad. I was expecting it to be a hell of a lot worse. It's probably coming up way better on the camera. I've only got a small mirror, so it looks bad than it does. But to apply this with a powder brush, it's not actually that bad. I like this. This is actually a nice colour, and I thought it wouldn't actually suit me. That's why I put it in the back of the drawer. And considering he didn't pick a contour brush up, because men, as I said, don't know makeup, etc. So yeah, to apply this with a powder brush isn't that bad contour colour. So for blush, we've gone for the Milani Baked blush, and it's just this shade, which is Dulce Pink, and it's just, as I said, a very shimmery baked blush. And we're just going to go in with the Real Techniques blush brush that is picked. So I'm just going to dab, because this is really pigmented, and then I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks, and this is where I'm going to look like a clown. Yeah, it is way too bright. You can tell I've got some blush. I wonder how my camera's picking this up, because I just look like a clown in front of this mirror. So moving on to highlighter, Luke's picked the Mermaid's Heart highlighters for your face and eyes, and it just comes like this, so you can imagine what my cheeks are going to look like. And do we have a highlighter brush, or am I applying this with my fingers? Oh, we have a fan brush. He's doing pretty good for somebody who didn't help with him. He's doing quite well. So I'm just going to take just a dab, because it is quite a very pigmented highlighter, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. I mean, it is a really nice highlighter for £5. I mean, you really cannot go wrong with that highlighter. But the other highlighters I use, I tend to really not use this anymore, which is a shame, because it is a really nice highlighter. And you should know me by now, I do go a bit highlighter overboard. And that that's my highlighter done. I've just noticed something. I don't even have a bronzer, which I normally tend to use a bronzer and I don't have one. So yeah, but it's not a bad look. I mean, I could do a lot worse, I suppose. It's going really well so far. So the next palette that I've just seen what I'm doing next. So for the next thing I'm using, which is the Morphe 25 Day Old Boy eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, I don't have no shimmers at all. So it's all going to be mattes, and yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get on with this one. So do I have a brush? Okay, I only have one brush, and that is the BH Cosmetics No. 6 blending brush. So I've got to try and do a look with this palette and one brush. We can do this. So I'm going to take this shade here as my transition colour, because that is the only light shade I have in this palette, and I'm just going to run that all through my eyes. So that's my transition shade done, and then I'm gonna go, do you know what, let's just be adventurous, let's go out there. I'm gonna take this shade here. Wow, that's pigmented. You don't need a lot of that shade. And then I'm just again gonna run that through my crease, etc. I can see now why he's picked this palette, because I haven't used this palette yet. I tend to go for my like Anastasia Beverly Hills or my Sophie X palette, so I can understand why he's gone for this palette. And the shades are absolutely gorgeous. They're so pigmented. You really do not need a lot on your brush. As you find out, one eye's darker than the other eye. So I'm just going to take the leftover on my brush, and then I'm just going to try and make that a bit more darker than I have on this eye. I'm kind of liking this palette, and then I'm just going to go for this shade right at the bottom here, which doesn't help. I don't know the names. They're all not one of these little fancy things, and I hate them. And then I'm just going to put that on my outer corner and then work it in. I mean, there's not an awful lot you can do with mattes. I do tend to use a matte, etc., and then to do like my cut crease and my outer corners, etc. But I do like a shimmer, so it's very weird not doing a shimmer. And that is that eye look. I don't think I've done too bad. I mean, there isn't really an awful lot I can do, as I said, with this look. So that's the top eye done, and then I'm just going to go straight back in this colour here, and then I'm just going to run that under my eyes, which that's when I'm going to go be out there, because I can't blend properly under my eyes. It's a bit, I find the brush is like too big, really not working. Now I'm just going to take this shade down here, and again just run that all along my bottom lash line. Hopefully try and brighten it up a bit. Yeah, no, that has just gone totally wrong. I told you, after 5 minutes it'll go really, really well, and then it'll just go bang, awful. Okay, this eye didn't come out too bad. This eye, I'm just actually going to take my beauty blender that I think still got a bit of concealer on, and I'm just going to touch up under that eye, because I'm just not happy how it's gone. And then I'm just going to take the bottom shade here again, and then I'm just going to run that under my eyes, because that worked quite well in this eye, and it didn't, colour shade under here didn't go very, very well. I'm just going to absolutely give up on that. But that is my eye look done. It's not that bad, but as I said, there isn't really much you can do with matte eyeshadows. I mean, I like a bit of shimmer, and it just feels like I've got a naked eye. You know, you just want that bit of shimmer just to brighten up your eye, but you're just left with 25 shades of brown, dark, warm tone colours that you really cannot do much with. And then the next product I'm going to be using is the Mini Benefit K-Brow in the shade 3. I haven't used this yet, so I really do not know how this is going to go. Thanks, Luke. Okay, it's, you know, when you really want a pencil, because I haven't got my eyebrows done yet and they're not really shaped, and this is going to go horribly wrong. So let's go. This is way dark. I mean, wow, those are some very odd, wonky, very HD eyebrows. Thanks, Luke. If I didn't look like a clown, I definitely do now. So that is my lovely sluggy eyebrows done. I'm no good with eyebrows. So the mascara Luke's picked today is this Mini Benefit Bad Girl Bang. This is my all-time favourite mascaras. It's perfect for getting into those inner corners of your lashes that are quite hard to get into. Now and again we have a big fat wand. Let's see how we got with this. This can't go any worse than those eyes. I mean, can we get any, seriously? And that is my mascara done. I really do love this mascara. It brings out so much volume in my eyes, and yeah, I just love it. And actually it don't look that bad with my slug eyebrows. And then the last product I will be using today is this Stelia, oh no, I've only got 2 shades of this. Oh no, he's picked a really dark one. Okay, so the lipstick I will be using is from Stelia, and it is in the shade Thrombosis. Probably way pronounced that wrong, and it's this lovely red shade. Thanks, Luke. This is really very high tense lipstick. Well, I mean, it can't go any wrong, can it? I've got slug eyes with a lipstick. Let's give it a go. Oh, as you can see, I'm no good at applying lipstick at all. But it's full on in your face. Well, that's just ended in total disaster, hasn't it? It's just, yeah, no. This lipstick does not do it for me. It's, oh god, no. Oh, it stains your skin. So yeah, that's my full makeup look. I'm so pleased I'm not going out anywhere today, because that is pretty. The lipstick just not, it's just not for me at all. I love how I done the contour. Bear in mind I didn't have contour brush. I love how I done the contour brush. The highlighters come out well. The blush has come out really nicely. The eyes, I'm amazed I've actually created something out of them, but no shimmer. And then you've got the slug eyebrows. That's all I can describe, because they're so big. I mean, this one is just wow. And that's my makeup finished look for today's video. I don't think he done too bad in picking my makeup products and my brushes, considering I didn't have a contour brush, etc. My contour's okay. He's done pretty well with the eyeshadow palette, considering I had no shimmers. He chose really well with that. The only things that it didn't do too well was the lipstick, which is very, very dark, and the eyes. I mean, I'm not that great with an eyebrow pomade, and yeah, I've got one down and one up. But yeah, that's this video done. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please do give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then please do hit that subscribe button, because I have a couple more challenges yet to come on this channel, and they will be up in the next coming weeks. And yeah, please do press that notification bell to be updated when my new videos have been uploaded, etc. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all soon for a brand new video. Bye bye.